In today's video, we're going to be going over some Dodge Chrysler clusters. Now, this particular one is out of 200, a Chrysler 200, which is actually the same as the Avenger. Well, basically the only difference is small cosmetic changes. So we have this fits in the family of the Sebring 2007 to 2010, the Chrysler 200 2011 to 2014, Dodge Avenger 2007 to 2014, and the Caliber 2007 to about 2012. And there's two different forms of backlighting you're going to find in this family of clusters, and that's either the electroluminescence if it is a higher end trim model, or just LED lighting for the lower end base model trim levels. For the electroluminescence style, I've already got a repair video on that. I'll link it down below on how to repair that style. Today we're going to be focusing on just the LED model. So let's get into it. I'm going to tear this thing down, take a look at the board. So it's probably pretty obvious this cluster is in for backlight failure. Got a couple LEDs dying at the top and a few more that are just dead. Well, actually I kind of noticed if you put a little pressure on them, they will kind of come and go. I think the bond wire's breaking off the die, if I had to make a guess, because just a little physical tap here and there changes them. But all the white ones are bad. The red ones for lighting up the needles are fine, so I'm not going to mess with the red. But I'm going to replace all of the whites, and that should take care of the flickering and the straight up failures. These are supposed to be lit up over here too. So I'm going to pull this up under the microscope and start yanking. Okay, 10 new LEDs are installed, and we should get 10. Yes, so now all 10 LEDs are lit and there's no more flickering. She's on nice and steady now. So the polarity is not marked, so if you lose track of the polarity, I made a little chart here just in case anyone needs it. You can see I've got the negative sides marked on each LED. So pause it on the screen here if you need that. And the LEDs are just a run-of-the-mill 3528. You don't need anything special as far as like high intensity or high power, just your average run-of-the-mill white 3528 is all you need for replacement LEDs. Now the cluster has nice even backlighting again, no more flicker. And you could also use this as an opportunity to change out the color of the LEDs. You know, you could go blue or green or pink or purple or whatever you want. I just haven't tried the different colors, so I don't know how much tolerance there is. because different colored LEDs do have different forward voltages, and I don't know how much you can get away with, but you could certainly try. And now to try to enter test mode, it's a little bit different with this newer one. I think they changed in 2010, but the 2010 and older, you just hold down the button when you power it up and it'll enter Diagnostics test mode. But this year this is a newer one, and they change it. The only way I can get into it is if I just like rapidly press about 3 or 4 times and then hold and keep on continuing to hold, you'll eventually get into Diagnostics. There it is. So that will perform the gauge sweep. It'll give you confirmation the gauges are working and set correctly, and it also runs the dummy light check. You can do that while it's in the car, of course. I just don't know the exact procedure on this one. I just kind of figured it out by just playing around with it. It's not as easy as the older ones, but anyways, that's enough for now. This one looks good. I think I covered everything. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.